Greetings and salutations, Dan. My name is Brandon Brownson. I'm 19 years old from the Metro Detroit area of Michigan. And yes, to reduce feedback, I am using a sock to cover the microphone. Forgive me, I'm broke. Anyways, I just wanted to do a quick video response to your video, Direct Democracy. So, for those of you who are watching this who haven't seen the video, the gist of the guy's idea is that he suggested that we replace the representatives in the legislative branch of government with us, the people, using various online sources as a way to communicate our different propositions for bills, to get the bills ready to pass on to the presidential branch of government, things like that. So, here's my opinion on this. This idea looks amazing on paper, don't get me wrong, but there's a few really big flaws with it. The biggest of these flaws is that a big chunk of America doesn't know the first thing about politics. Most of their decisions and opinions are based off petty things like religion and what the big name of their favorite news station says and their parents' opinion, and things like that instead of researching stories themselves and developing their opinions. And as a result of that, I think that putting these ill-informed sheep to be put in charge of what's happening in Congress, I think that would just be a really bad idea. My second point, I found this through reading the comments of this video, and it's actually a very good point. And it's Dan 3.0. Now, in a way, the idea that you are suggesting is the exact same as what Dan 3.0 is. You gave the people the exact same power that you're suggesting. You gave them the power to run your YouTube show, to make all the big decisions, to decide what you were going to do a video blog about, etc., etc., etc. Now, while this idea was amazing on paper, what we got was a very weak outcome, and the final product would have been a hell of a lot better if someone who knew what they were doing were put in charge instead of the average viewer. In this case, if you, being the experienced YouTuber that you are, were in charge of the final product instead of us, the viewers, I believe that during that time period, your videos would have been much more enjoyable. And again, in a way, this is the exact same as what you are suggesting with putting us, the American people, in power of the legislative branch. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't agree with the direction that this country is going in. I'm not happy with where this country is going. But there's no denying, in my mind at least, that giving the average Joe all of this power really wouldn't help the country that much. Say what you will about politicians. God knows I'm not too fond of 99% of them, but they know politics better than 90% of the people who live in America. Just like, to use my second example, you know YouTube, especially your YouTube page and what you want to do, at least 90% better than the people who watch your videos. This looks amazing on paper, but as far as the delivery goes, I don't think that it would be that great. That said, I would love to hear your opinions on my video response. Not only you, Dan, but anyone else who might be watching this. To use one of Dan's favorite statements, leave a comment. Don't be a sheep. For right now, though, TheBrandonBrownson signing out.